Welcome to another Writing Center tutorial video. In this video, we will cover basic formatting for MLA and APA style papers using Microsoft Word. This video will not contain any tips for writing the papers, but will instead focus solely on the format required by each standard. Let's begin. The MLA handbook dictates that a paper should be written in a 12-point legible double-spaced font on a page with 1-inch margins, containing a header with your last name and page number in the top right corner. For the purposes of this video, we're going to assume that you've already written your paper in a basic text format. Before changing the format of a paper, we need to prepare the space on which we will be working. Click on the View tab across the top of your window, then click on Ruler. This should activate the ruler function now seen at the top and left side of your document. Now, click on Page Layout, Margins, and select the option with 1-inch margins on each side. Then click on the Home tab. In order to add your header, simply double-click in the 1-inch area above your paper. This will bring up a special tab that will allow you to add things like page number, header, and other text that you may need. To add an MLA-style header, simply click on Page Number at the top of the page in the right corner. Your page number should correspond with each page of the document. Then type your last name and a space. Now double-click in the body of your paper to return. Now that you have your margin and header established, you're ready to format the rest of the paper. We'll start with the font. Again, MLA standard dictates that you use a 12-point legible font with double-spaced lines. To change this, select all of your text and go to the Font area on the Home tab. Select your font and change the font size to 12. Then click on the Line Spacing button in the Paragraph area and select 2.0. Your lines are now double-spaced. All ETSA composition courses require an area of personal information in the top left corner. Simply click next to your title, press Return, enter your first and last name, the last name of your professor, the name of the course, the number of the course, and the date. Now, select your title, go back up to the paragraph area, and click on the Center Justification button. This will move your title to the center of the page. MLA formatting also dictates that you indent the first line of each paragraph. The common way to indent each line is to simply click on the top of the paragraph and press the Tab button. However, to ensure uniformity, select each paragraph and go back up to the Ruler button. You'll notice two triangles in the ruler area. The triangle pointing downward controls the first line of each paragraph. The triangle pointing upward controls each subsequent line. With your text selected, drag the downward-facing triangle to the half-inch mark. You will notice that the first line of each paragraph that you previously selected is now indented properly. Also included with most MLA formatted papers is a Works Cited page containing any sources that you claimed in your paper. The proper formatting for each source can be found in the proper reference manual. In order to properly format the Works Cited page, Again, select your text, and this time select the upward-facing triangle and drag it to the half-inch mark. This will create the hanging indent. Then, ensure that your sources are ordered alphabetically by the first letter. This concludes basic MLA formatting. APA formatting is very similar to MLA formatting. It requires 12-point legible font, double spacing, a header, and the proper indentations. Once again, we will need to prepare our writing surface. So click on View, Ruler, and then Page Layout, Margins, and make sure you have the 1-inch margins all the way around. To add an APA style header, double-click in the 1-inch area above your paper. This time, click on Different First Page. Now, anything that you add to the header on your first page will not be reflected in each subsequent page. Click on Page Number, top of the page, and the left-hand side. Your page number should now be on the left-hand side, 1 inch away from the left margin. APA formatting requires the phrase running head, colon, and then the title of your paper in all caps. If you can't fit the entire title of your paper onto the header, fit as much of it as you can. The page number is still required to be in the top right-hand corner, so simply press Tab once to move it to the center, and once again to move it to the right corner of the page. Now double-click on the body of the paper to return. Now if you move to the second page in your paper, you will notice that it does not say running head, nor does it have a page number. So on the second page of your paper, once again, double-click in the header area, add the page number to the top left corner. This time, you're going to skip adding the words running head and simply type the title of your paper, as reflected on the first page, in all caps. Once again, press Tab to move to the center, and once again to move the page number to the right corner of the page. Now if you scroll down to each subsequent page, you will see that it reflects what you entered for page 2 and not page 1. Once again, double-click in the body of your page to save. Select the text, and then in the line spacing area, select 2.0. Your paper is now double-spaced. Highlight the title of your paper, and then click on the Center Justification button to move your title to the center of the page. To ensure the indentation for every paragraph is the same, highlight each paragraph, and then look in the upper ruler area. You will find 2 triangles, one pointed downward and one pointed upward. The triangle pointed downward controls the indentation for the first line of each paragraph that is highlighted. The upward-facing arrow controls each subsequent line in that paragraph. To indent the first line of your paragraph, with it highlighted, simply move the arrow to the half-inch mark. The first line of each paragraph will now be indented. For your references page in APA formatting, make sure that each reference is alphabetized by the first letter in the reference and conforms to the APA standards for the references page. Once again, select all of the references, and this time move the upward-facing triangle to the half-inch mark. This creates what's known as the hanging indent. Then, at the top of your page, make sure that you have a title for the document.